Good morning, America, and welcome to Maya's Java Chat. I am here once again to talk to you about building your home for as little as possible. And guess what? You can do it. Now, I am no financial advisor. I am not going to tell you how to spend your money or how to save your money. It's up to you to make that choice. So I am here on my Maya's Java Chat. I'm doing this video again for all of you because I'm trying to help you help yourself. It takes a little bit of guidance. And from us older folks out here, we know what it's like to grow up during hard times. I did when I was a kid. So I'm telling you, there are ways of getting around struggling and surviving and living a better life. So cheers to all of you out there, and this is Maya's Java Chat, and I am drinking my Folgers coffee as usual. I love Folgers coffee. I think everyone should stop going to Starbucks and to any coffee place and paying people to make you a cup of coffee you can make at home. See, that's one great piece of advice on how to save money. One large container of Folgers instant coffees will give you 56 cups of coffee for $12.88 at Walmart. So Folgers is not paying me anything for this. I'm just telling you, that's how I save money, and that's how you can save money. I don't need to spend $4 to $12 for a cup of coffee. I can make it at home. Okay, so I'm going to take one more sip. I love my coffee. Anyway, so what I'm here to talk to you today about, and I want to try and get I'm going to repeat things a little bit here and there, and the whole point of that is because I want you to try to absorb it into your mind, your brain, and store it there, because there are ways of owning your own home on the cheap. There are many ways of doing these things, people. You just haven't been told. So I'm going to tell you, first of all, buy a piece of acreage. An acre of land across the country can range between $1,500. Some people will sell it even less for an acre, but $1,500 up to, I say, $15,000 for an acre of land, dependent on where you're planning on going to. Now, I'll tell you, if you're paying $15,000 for an acre of land in California, yeah, maybe I wouldn't do it. So that's why I don't live in California any longer. However, where I do live, I bought a fixer-upper house for under $20K. And I'll tell you, the best move in the world for me. I literally moved out of California in 2008 and built my own home, a fixer-upper. I had the money at the time, didn't have a lot, but I had some money. Now the thing is, it took me years to get it done, but I did it. Don't expect to buy a fixer-upper home and in a month say it's all done. It ain't going to happen if you're on a budget. It takes time. You do a little here, you work, you do a little there. You work, you do a little here. Or you sell stuff to get your supplies to fix up your home. Stuff you don't need. Have yard sales, garage sales. Do whatever. Get rid of it. It's just stuff. You can always replace it down the line. But the important part of it is to fixing up your home so it's livable, comfortable, and warm every winter. And yes, I moved to a cold state. And I'm a Californian. Yeah, it took a lot of adjusting for me. It took 2 years for me to get used to the cold. I did it. To me, it's just like another day. You just dress up differently in the winter. That's all. But anyway, Getting back to acreage. Well, if you bought a piece of land, an acreage, for as low as $1,500 or $3,000, let's just stay in that price range, and you can afford that. Now, my advice, this is my advice, get it away from the city and get it away, get it into the country feel, the country life area, where you don't have as many restrictions, where you have to abide by the city rules and laws. The country rules and laws are different than the city. And so my advice is to get something. And if you are a one of those people that do online work, you know, you can move to the country. They offer internet. You can still do it. And what I learned is that when you live in the country, when you go shopping in the city for groceries, buy in bulk. That's right. You get items that are on sale and you buy them in bulk, and you make certain that you have at least 2 freezers. One specifically for your meats, all your proteins and whatnot, and the other freezer is going to be for your general items such as ice cream if you want store-bought ice cream, or your cheeses. You can freeze cheese, people. You really can. And your vegetables. So there are so many ways that you can save a lot of money by cutting back on things, by investing in small appliances like freezers. You don't have to have the jumbo size. I got the medium size freezers and I'm good to go. But I always got them when they were on sale. And you can always get a discount if they are a returned item that somebody just didn't want and they returned it, so they'd lower the price. So always shop smart when buying these items. Always. And now, getting back to the acreage, I'm telling you, I'm just going to be jumbled up here, going this direction and that direction, and who knows what other direction I'm going in, but I'm going. So, but anyway, so what I'm going to tell you is that if you bought acreage, let's say you had 50,000. Why did I pick that number? In 2008, the economy tanked. And that was my savings. Yep, that's it. I had just a little over $50,000. And I saw what was coming to California. So I decided to start brainstorming how to survive. And you know what? I found my fixer-upper home for just under $20,000. I did. Oh my God. My home. I was no longer a renter. It was my home. Oh my God, I just felt so good inside. I had a home. I had a roof over my head. And then I thought, oh my goodness. Oh, boy, did I ever fuck up. Yeah, I bought a home. And then I realized that the seller wasn't honest. But, hey, I have a home. And I knew it was a fixer-upper, but I got a home, and I made lemonade out of lemons. And that's exactly what I did. First thing I did was get the roof redone. That's right. It was imperative to take care of the roof of any home anyone has. Without a roof, the home will collapse. It protects the inside of the home from the outside elements. So the roof was the first thing I did. And then I started working on windows, appliances, better appliances. I had no cabinets in my kitchen, none. So I found handymen, and and I paid them off in trade. And I got shelves put up. I got all sorts of things done in trade. Yeah, I had some nice things. I had some jewelry at the time. And you know what? I hardly wore it. So why was I holding on to it? I needed my shelves up, so why not trade it in exchange for the labor? And that's exactly what I did. Well, guess what? I got that home fixed up in a few years, and it is livable, and I'm now selling it. So, because I have another home, my husband bought me another home. However, if you buy an acreage piece of land, or if you can get 3 acres for $3,000, you're doing really good. Because not only on that 3 acres, or even just on 1 acre, you can plant a garden and grow food. You can grow your own fruit trees. You can put up a greenhouse, which is fairly simple to build, when you think about it. And grow fruit, grow vegetables, grow flowers like I do. I do all of it. And I love it. And you can also buy a used trailer home. There's a lot of people selling them. And the thing is, in this economy in 2026, a lot of people are selling trailer homes in trailer parks real cheap that are really, really nice. And guess what? You don't have to move into that trailer park and pay them rent. You can actually have that trailer home move to your piece of acreage. That's right. And you can build flower beds around it. Bushes, everything. And turn that home into a mansion. Why would I want to spend and go into debt on a $350,000, $100,000 home? Why? Why would you want to pay $500,000 on a home to try to make yourself look like you fit in? The only person that you should care about, you, your family, your friends, those you know. Where I live, I'm not impressing my neighbors. I don't care what kind of house they have. The kind of house I have is all that matters. And that's what your mindset should be at. What you think that matters most to you, inside and out. You don't have to go into debt, deep debt. And in 2026, a lot of people are losing their homes because they've lost their jobs. They put in over $100,000 they'll never get back. It goes right back to the bank. You paid $100,000 for a couple of years to rent your home. That's not good sense, people. Buy acreage. Buy land in the country. It's cheaper, and you can do a lot more because you don't have the city coming in and telling you what to do and what not to do. And I'll tell you, you'll be much happier away from the noise and the traffic in the city. If you're paying over $20,000 a year in rent, and you took $3,000 of that 20 and bought an acreage of land, out of that 20, you still have 17,000. You could temporarily get a camper home and put on there that actually has a toilet and everything. You can get a power setup, a generator and everything. And then you can set it on your piece of acreage and you got a home. You're not paying rent. I hope you're grasping what I'm trying to help you with, people. This is our America, and it's time for us to help one another, work together with one another, and help one another. Buy acreage. You don't have to live in big cities. If you work from home online, you don't have to do any of that. You can always get internet out in the country. I know. I'm out in the country. I'm in a rural town with a bunch of old seniors, and it's nice. And one other thing about buying an acreage is that, you can get a boombox and put outside and blast it while you're doing your gardening and stuff. You can put tables and chairs anywhere you want and put out a big thing, a jar, and put your tea in it and make some sun tea. All that stuff you can do without having a neighbor complaining that you're invading and in their space for privacy and quietness. And I'm not talking about just older folk, people. I'm talking about you younger people out there. Grow some dendrites. Ooh, I shouldn't have said dendrites because most people don't know what those are. It's okay. It's your brain cells, huh? That's what it is. It's all these tiny little things growing inside your head that just helps you develop, learn, and store. There's so many things that you can do at a young age. And don't say that you can't afford a home. A mobile home, a trailer home, a house. What do they all have in common? Home. One might not be as nicely built as a $500,000 home, but it will be your home, your land. And on $3,000 property tax, it's dirt cheap. So, I'm happy to be doing this video today. I want you to succeed, America. The American people need someone to guide them. And I want to help you help yourself. And I want you to succeed. I want you to grow. And I want you, most of all, I want you to be happy in your life. Because 2026 is a real tough year starting off already. 2025 was It was a rough road. So, people, there's so many things you can do. And another savings tip, when you own your own acreage, and if you put up a trailer home, you could put up a barbecue outside with a table and all the chairs and everything around you, a big umbrella. You could build your own deck any size you want. And you know what? You don't even have to cook. You don't even have to use gas. You can use charcoal and wood to grill. And put some pots and pans on the grill, and you can cook your breakfast, lunch, and dinner on a grill. And you can save money doing it that way too. So many things to do, people. So many ways to save money. Keep money in your pockets. And stop giving it to corporate media. Stop giving it to all these businesses that keep extracting dollars out of your pockets. If you can grow your own food, you don't have to give it to Walmart. You don't have to give it to your other local stores. But I always urge people to support their local food stores, grocery stores. That's right. You need them. At one time or another, you're going to need them. So support them. Support your local pharmacies. Because once they are gone, it's hard to get them back. So, I'm just saying, people, come on, America, you can do it. I know you can. And you young people out there, start saving your dollars. Stop buying that coffee. Stop eating out at fast food. Make your own sandwiches. Make your own lunches and take them to work. Make your own coffee. Instant coffee. Put it in a thermos. Take it to work with you. Save every dollar, nickel, dime, quarter, whatever. Save it. Because you can buy acreage. You can buy a trailer home. You can own property. You've just been misled in thinking you need to spend your money on stuff that you don't need. You don't need 20 pairs of shoes. You don't need 20, 30 pairs of shirts and jeans and stuff. You don't need every single style. The bottom line is, it's just a way of tricking you into giving your money to someone else when you spend it. And I will do the next video on that. So I'm just urging you to start saving it. Young people, old people, if you have money, start rethinking how you think instead of wasting money on rent. We can get rent prices down if people stop paying rent and bought acreage. Because you buy acreage, you buy a trailer home and put on that piece of land. Instead of you paying $1,500 to $2,000 a month in rent, you're keeping that $2,000 in your pocket every month. And that's what you use to save and build with. Right now, you're trapped. You're trapped into giving your monies away. And this will be coming up in my next video. Stop spending, people. Be smart. God bless you all. Love you all. And I wish you all the best in 2026. Bye-bye.